Hello, friends and fans, fans and neighbors, neighbors and friends, however it goes. I was gonna go to work on the C-47, the DC-3, the Gillos. I was gonna go to work on this, but I wanted to try something first because part of the plan with this kit was to light it up with nav lights. I'm still thinking on whether or not we're going to have spinning props on this, as far as, motorized spinning props. I don't think so. Finding the right size motors to fit behind the engines, the radial engines, and fit into the nacelles and be powered and all that stuff. So, but I think it'll definitely have the lighting on it. And on that note, I have this kit, which is a very big but very basic Chevy, and I have lighting for it. And this lighting is tail lights, headlights, parking lights, and that. So what I want to do, since I haven't really lit any of my kits yet, is I wanted to go through it on this one. Yeah, even though it's plastic and not balsa, but the idea is the same. Routing the wires, finding a place for the battery. And I thought in this case I'd put the battery in the trunk, which means I'll be opening the trunk, which is another thing I wanted to start doing a little more of on these plastic cars and trucks that I sometimes put together, creating the opening doors, windows, and hood. Now, this kit does have, you know, the AMT style, kind of a clunky swinging door mechanism hinge, and I'm imagining it's the same here with the hood. It's not a proper hinged hood or hinged doors by any stretch, but that's not what's important here. What's important in this case is going to be the lighting and getting that to work. Having it installed in such a way that it's unobtrusive, doesn't look like it doesn't look like obvious or cudgeled or whatever that word is. So it and I want it to be a decent representation of the triple nickel. So what I'm going to do is get this thing going, and I'm still working on the dollhouse for my granddaughter. That hasn't stopped. That's a much kind of a slower process as we work together on the interior stuff, the design. She's doing all the painting and wallpapering choices and all that stuff, and some of that comes to her quickly, and some of it takes time to decide, but the build process remains the same. I can't necessarily proceed in certain areas until we have these other things figured out and laid up. In some cases, I've got to have the paint and wallpaper and flooring installed at this juncture before I can proceed, with what I need to do, the heavier construction aspect of the dollhouse. So, and because I don't have anything else in the meantime to occupy myself, well, I'm kind of spinning my wheels, and I need to be working on a project just to keep myself, I don't know. Like I've said before a million times, on this channel, I do this as much for therapy as anything else. This occupies my time and my mind and keeps me from ruminating and dwelling on things that I have no control over. And I'm one of those people that tends to, do that, kind of spiral on things, or Walter Mitty my way into a state of concern or whatever. This is probably TMI, but it is what it is. This is why I do this, because I need to be doing stuff. That's why. He does stuff because he needs to be doing stuff. You know what I mean? Is that what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. I need to do stuff because I need to be doing stuff. Otherwise, if I'm not doing anything, you get the picture. So this is this kit. It's really basic. It's just big. They just blew the parts up to this, what is it, 1/16 scale? Yeah, 1/16 scale, which is nice. It's the same scale as the big balsa fighter planes. So if they happen to be photographed together, they would be in the same scale. I thought that was interesting, or funny. I thought that was a qualifier. If I'm looking for excuses to build models, there's one for you. It's the same scale as my big Warbirds. So there you go. Right. So as you can see, this is if this is a 1/24th scale or 1/25th scale or what have you, this is exactly the same kind of parts and the same kind of layout. So if I'm going to detail this up, I'm going to be doing that pretty much on my own. And the bigger size of this kit lends itself more to doing more stuff. It's just that you can do more stuff and do it, cheaply, or you can do more stuff, and I don't mean just by monetary, I mean by time investment. Cheaply meaning, down and dirty augmentations that are really augmentations in name only. You did extra work, but maybe it's not terrific looking. Or, if I wanted to go into the flocking for the carpet, simulated carpet, or get actual stuff to put in there that looks like interior automobile carpeting, and that's what I would do. If I wanted to cover these seats, I'm not going to cut anything out. I'm not the A4 channel. Love that guy. Putting actual window cranks and door cranks and rehinging everything and cutting away and making my own door sills and jambs. I'm not going to be doing that with this kit. Again, as I said, this one's more of an exercise in getting the lighting. But that said, I still want it to be like a decent representation of the 55 Chevy. So I'm just going to go around and clean up these larger parts here while I have the camera on, and while I'm talking about what I plan on doing, so you can see that. Now I might even end up just gluing the doors shut and the hood down, cutting open the trunk just so I can get in and out of the battery to replace batteries, and that kind of thing. So right now I'm still in the process of figuring out that overall big stuff, so I'm not going to actually be building anything just yet, but I do want to kind of cut away some of this stuff and just see what we're dealing with here as far as the body of the car, and the frame and the chassis and all that. Just kind of see how it looks. I can see right now I'm probably just going to glue the doors shut. I don't think we're going to have So, like I said, I'm going to go around and clean it up. We'll take a look at this stuff. I just thought it might be interesting if I unbox this kit. Some people might be wondering, well, what is it? You know, I mean, there's other videos. I think there's one by HPI guys. You know, he does good, quick builds. You know, out of the box kind of stuff. Not a whole lot of extra, you know, work on his part. He just, like I said, pretty much out of the box. This is what you get when it comes to you, in a, you know, when you go buy one in a box, and this is how you would build it straight out of the box. And, you know, good color combinations, good paint work, as far as, like I said, the color combinations go, and shows you how these things kind of go together and what's in the box. So this isn't even the first of those. I think he's built this kit too. But hey, you know, I'm just another feller, and I'm going to put lights in it and see if I can figure out what colors to make it be. So, looking at the chrome tree, we've got some nice wheel covers here if you want to go with that style of wheel. Aren't any mags in here, I don't think. It'd be nice if it had, oh yeah, here they are. It's got centerline style. Those aren't bad. Let me turn on a little more light here. So it's got the centerline rims. I'm going to have to clean this out on the back side, just kind of get the grinder out and try to open these up a little bit. I'm probably going to do that. See, even the grill, I mean, you would think in this scale they would have given you a grill that it was molded open, but it's not. You know, that would have been nice, but it's okay. We can figure that out here at home. I'll need to get a Dremel tool. I don't have one anymore, and but I'll probably just go ahead and do that for this kit. And going forward, here's the glass, marker lenses. You've got tail light, headlight lenses, rear window, front window. So rather than having the big kind of window unit, this does have a separate windshield and rear window, and that's good. I do want the sides open. If I wanted to put windows, I would just cut some very thick acetate and insert it into the door halves, you know, in such a way that it would replicate a window. I could even do half up or halfway down window. Just cut a piece of acetate, just, you know, to that length and round it off, and put windscreen glass in there. We'll see. You know, sky's the limit. And there's all our parts. We got the radiator part of some of the frame parts, some exhaust parts here. That looks good. I can put steel wheels with the hubcaps on them, or I can put the deep dish chrome center lines on it. Not really sure what we're going to do yet. Depends on what color I end up making the car. I was thinking of kind of a teal blue green under a white, like the racing white that I use, the cream white, rather than this red under white, but the same paint scheme, just different colors. That was one option, and the other was just an all black sort of a beater rat rod. So, like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on all of that. I just I want to get it built up and lit up. Got some nice tires, 2 sets. You got your skinny stock wheels and slightly beefier, you know, street rod wheels and tires rather. So that's what you get in the box. Frame has molded into the underpan, the cab floor pan, fuel tank, spare tire, divot, right? Like you would see on the smaller scale models, instead of them molding this a little bit more specific, you know, having the larger scale, having a frame be built up, have the floor pan fitted, you know, more to the bottom of interior. But they just, like I said, all they did is they scaled up a little kit. They scaled up one of their small kits exactly the same way they make the little kit. So, not many different ways I can say that. Right? So, first step in the plan sheet is the motor. Motor. Interior, wheels and tire package. The frame. And then the shell. You want to put how the doors go together and the glass goes into the shell. The body. And then with the body, how that goes together. Oh, we got a little scoop here. So I probably will add the scoop. I kind of want it to look not bone stock, but not, it's not going to be flamey either. Somewhere in between. True motion here, custom engine is used. Okay. Kidoki, so we're gonna blower the motor a little bit. We'll put the wider track wheels on it. We'll put the scoop on there, and it'll have lights, and that'll be the project right there. All right. So I guess this is going to be happening in the next few days, weeks, or whatever. Well, days, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.